am Specialist Chance Harris. I'm with Brigade HHC S2, and I'm from Sacramento, California.
How long have you been in the Army?
I've been in the Army for just over 2 years now.
What's your MOS and what do you do as part of it?
I'm a 12 Yankee. It's a geospatial engineer. Pretty much the gist of it is we make maps for the brigade and for the battalions. Everything from tactical level all the way up to operational.
Awesome. All right. What did you do, or did you do anything before you joined the Army? And if so, what was it?
Something I did before the Army was I produced electronic music, and I actually worked down at the Port of Stockton as well as a escort for crew members on the ships, a lot of the rice ships, and I would take them out to Walmart and Best Buy just so that they can, go get what they need and then go back onto the ship.
Is that okay? Like audio-wise?
Yeah.
It wasn't in the shot or anything. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, sounds good. What's been your most memorable experience since you joined the Army?
Oh, my most memorable experience in the Army, that's a tough one. That one's actually kind of tough. I didn't even think about that.
It's okay, take your time.
There's been too many good memories, honestly. I would say my most memorable was trying to think if I should say this one or not. Because it wasn't really with the Army, but it was while I was in the Army. Last year, around this time, it was last April, I was fishing out at Milford Lake back in Kansas, and there was 2 girls. It was very windy day, and 2 girls were on this little life raft, or one of the little toy boats, and they ended up drifting out into the water. And I actually jumped in to try to swim after them, but the water was somewhere around 50 degrees, and I swam about 75 meters out, and it was too cold, so I had to swim back. It pained me to do it, but I had to swim back and just compose myself, call 911, and I actually got a act of heroism certificate from the Geary County Sheriff's Department and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, the Kansas Division, and it was very humbling, honestly. It really was. But throughout my entire military career, that's probably one of the higher points.
That's awesome. Good? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so how about some challenges? Have you faced any? How did you overcome them?
Some challenges that I have faced, honestly, because I'm a very, very laid-back person, and when I first got to the unit, there was a lot of haze, what's ups coming from my end, and I had a mentor. Her name was Sergeant First Class Whitty. She actually just PCS'd from this unit, and she's one of the best NCOs I've ever worked with, and she really helped me shape me into the person that I want to be. And I would say, "Hey, Sergeant," and she would just say, "Really? This is some stuff you need to work on." So she really, kind of put my rear in gear, and she really helped me when it came down to just the smaller things, because those smaller things are what's gonna actually shape you to become a leader, especially in the military. Yeah, that's about it.
No, that's good. Sergeant Whitty was awesome.
Oh yeah, she's awesome. I gotta throw in a little bit of Sergeant Whitty in there.
That's right, yeah. Have to make sure she sees this. Mm-hmm. All right, so tell me about some of your hobbies and your future goals.
Some of the hobbies that I have is I really love fishing. Also, just creating music. I've been part of music almost my entire life. I was in the drum line in high school, all the way up until I graduated. And I also did a lot of metal music. I was in a couple bands, and we got to play a lot of shows. So music has always been a big part of my life. Some of the goals that I have short term is I do want to become a non-commissioned officer within the next 2 years. I can see that as a very foreseeable goal. Long-term goal is I just want to provide for my wife. We're, you know, we've been married for a little over 2 years. We've been together for almost 5. She's the love of my life, and you know, it's all for her.